Hi, my name is Patrick. I'm very happy to have the chance to share with you something that has made a major impact on not only my life, but the lives of probably thousands of people that have understood this concept, and that is that if truly what you want, or what any of us want, is to have freedom and happiness, one of the concepts that's most helpful to understand is that it is the stories that we carry around with us that weigh us down. We don't realize it, but right now at this moment and every moment of our lives, we have a series of stories that we're not aware of generally. Sometimes we're aware of them, but we don't realize how they weigh us down. And those are the things that restrict us. So let me give you a little analogy. Let's say this rock is a story, and let's say pick any story that you want. The story, I'm not good enough, or I can't sing, or I can't succeed in anything, in music or sports or in business, and that's a story that we picked up. And we usually don't realize it. We maybe had an experience when we were young or in our recent past where we believe that this person has done me wrong. And so there's a story, and we pick it up and we're holding on to it, and we think that it has some value, and usually the story about how it has value is, well, I need to never forget what they did to me, or I need to never forget never to try singing because that was embarrassing when I tried to stand up and sing, whatever it is. This is a story that we picked up. So all metaphors can be very powerful, or you can get lost in the limitations of metaphors, but if you go along with me, you'll find this is a very powerful insight. So we pick up a story, and we're holding on to it, and most of the time we're not aware of it. We're just carrying it around through our life, and then another experience happens in life, and we pick up another story. Oh yeah, doesn't matter what it is, pick a story that's been limiting you. I don't have enough money because I've failed in the past, and so you're holding on to this story, and maybe it's a story of martyrdom or sacrifice. I'll never make it. I've tried and I've failed. And so we have this story and we're carrying it around. Now our whole lives we carry around stories from the time we're little. We don't realize it, but these stories weigh us down. They're filled with lack and limitation and weight that stop us from being able to experience life fully and to have true success. I don't care if it's in business or in creating art or music or in relationships. When we're carrying around stories, how can we possibly have the freedom to experience life and make wise decisions in the moment? So here's a good one. So here's another story, and we picked up this when we were young, is I'm not okay. I remember one particular incident that I thought happened in my past that I carried around for 20 years. It was about my dad, just a simple little thing. I talked to my dad recently and found out that the story wasn't even true. I was carrying around this story about how, I thought something happened in the past, and my whole life was being weighted down, literally, like carrying a rock on your shoulder, by this story of what I thought my dad, thought of me. And it was completely made up. It was a misunderstanding. And that's how we fill our lives. We fill our lives, we're not aware of it, but we're carrying around stories about ourselves and about reality, not realizing that they're weighing us down. So what I invite you to do, and I apologize for this goofy analogy, but to me it's very, very profound and very powerful for us to realize that each moment, we're carrying, it's very early in the morning, and I got inspired to share this story, so I haven't even woken up yet. But the power of this is so incredible when we realize that each moment we're carrying around stories that literally weigh us down. And it isn't until generally we have some kind of suffering in our life that we start to look at what it is that we might be carrying around. What is it that's weighing us down? Why am I feeling sad, depressed, anxious, nervous, afraid? And it's because we have stories that we're carrying around, some thought that we believe to be so real and important. It generally has, wrapped around in it, like our hands are clutching it so tightly because we're afraid that if we let go of our story, who would I be without my stories? Well, that's a very powerful question. Who would we be without our stories? If we let go of all of our stories, either all at once or a little bit at a time, and just to see what it's like, to put this down for a second, what we would experience, and what so many people have experienced with being able to just be real clear about the nature of reality. The nature of reality is tainted by our stories. very rarely are we sitting here right now, present in the moment, experiencing our natural state. What we are generally experiencing is some combination of carrying around all these stories. We've got like a whole pile of stories knocked up on this shoulder, and we think that that's reality. We think that our reality is, oh, I can only experience life this way because this is who I am. I'm a insecure, shy person. Oh, really? Is that who you are? Or is that a story that you've been carrying around since you were 5? Well, if you're motivated enough, you now have the opportunity to look at it and say, well, you know what? Maybe I'm not an insecure person. Maybe that's just a story I've been carrying around since I was little. You don't have to spend 10 years in psychology or psychotherapy or go to a $5,000 workshop to see it. Right now, you can see that you have a story, see that it has absolutely no value right now, and put it down. Let it go. Yes, it may require practice to not continually pick up the story again. Oh yeah. That's generally what it takes. It generally takes consistent practice to be able to see, oh yes, I'm holding on to a story. It has no value. The value that it will tell you that it has is, unless you hold on to this, this is going to happen again. I will stand up and try and sing in front of people and I'll be embarrassed again. So I need to hold on to this to remind me. Now, is that true? Is it really true that there's value in holding on to that story? No, there really isn't. So I invite you to look consistently on a daily basis. What is it that you're holding on to? What is the story that you think is so important? And does it really have value? Or is it true that if we drop our stories, try it. Right now, drop all your stories, but what you think you are, what you think you've done, what you're worried about in the future, and experience just for a moment what it's like to have no stories. And I think you'll discover, like I have, that our natural state is relaxed, it's joyful, it's happy, all it does is it rests in the natural, limitless possibilities of each moment. And what I found to be true is that it's so much more fun to go through life this way, and it's amazing how effective you can be without carrying around your stories. There's more freedom. There's the ability to tap into wisdom and to make decisions from a calm, relaxed, prosperous place is so much more easy. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful, and if you'd like to, I'll have contact information on this video or where you find this video, and this is my passion. I love sharing insights into what allows us to experience more freedom and what I call true wealth in life. And I have nothing to sell you. I don't sell anything that I share. It's my passion. I love it. So hopefully that was helpful. Have a great day. God bless. Bye.